Oh, I'm already live. That's a bummer. I didn't want to go live yet, guys. Mistakes are made. It's a little bit crooked, isn't it? Let's see if we can fix that a little bit. That's a little better. Yeah, let's see there. What is that? I hate this track. Oh, see, it's gonna diss me out. Hey, Michelle. What's going on? Sherry. Everybody. Let me get to my chat here. Get it all set up. I should have this already ready, even though I am on my page. So, guys, anyways, just wanted to chat, really. If you guys have like any questions for me, now's the time. I don't know if I'm really feeling the spirit box idea today, but do have some good news. I finally did. Hold on, let me wait a second till I get to the comments. Sorry, bear with me here. Oh, I don't want to chat. Come on. There I am. Alright, now I can see what everybody's saying. So yeah, guys, I was supposed to go live the other night, and it just ended up not feeling really well, so I never did. And so who we got in here? We got Boomer. We got Rudy. Eric. What's up, Eric? What's going on, brother? Listen, my prayers are going out to you, bro. I hope everything's getting better. Finding Hope. Princess Kaya. Gina Ann. Stephanie Williams. Michelle Arab. Michelle Nugent. K-Pop Walker. Daniel. Tammy Burgess. And I think that's pretty much everybody so far. So, anyways, my new video is done. It is uploading right now. It is very long, but there's like a lot of buildings that we covered, because this place is like a whole self-sufficient town. It had its own power plant, garage, all different kinds of stuff. Like, it basically didn't need to get anything from outside of its complex. The first night that I went there, this is that Belchertown Asylum, and the first time I went out there, I didn't even see that there were so many buildings. We found the hospital part. That's it. We got to explore it. Luckily, I went back in the daytime, and this place is humongous. There's still buildings I haven't gotten into. Actually, guys, I got injured the other day. We went back to shoot some drone footage, and the drone flew fine, and I guess we forgot to turn on the camera, or maybe we didn't forget to turn it on, but it turned off. And so the drone footage was no good, but we ended up getting into the underground tunnels, and I bashed my head on a pipe. And like, I don't know if I'm just like hard-headed or what, but I didn't notice that I had like a big bruise and a lump on my head until somebody pointed it out to me this morning. And the funny part is, it didn't hurt until they pointed it out to me. So maybe I'm just hard-headed. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to chat it up with you guys, let you know that I'm still here. I haven't been going live as much, and I've been working for a while on this one video. I'm glad to be done with it, because I actually have some new tricks up my sleeve, and I want to start my next video, and you guys will see why when I get there. But anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? That's the first question. I want to know how every single one of you guys are doing tonight. In the comments, let me know. How are you guys doing tonight? Yeah, listen guys, if you lost a wrench, I do apologize, but for right now, my oh, there's my mom yelling at my kids. For right now, people's names are being copied and all kinds of crazy stuff is going down, so it's only temporary, but we'll get them back up soon. I have to go yell at my children, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Hey, you guys seem to forget. Look at me. I'm live, dude. I'm live. You're sitting here fighting.
People.
Yeah, well, you're fighting with Nana, and I'm live. So you better cut it out.
I'm not fighting with Nana.
I hear yelling. So unless you want to go to bed right now, chill it out. And tell your brother. Go relay that message to your brother. Alright, I agree with you. You don't got to relay. But he's going to get a foot up his butt, too. Sorry about that, guys. Children. They start to get bratty after hours and hours of being around each other. So, yeah, guys, it's been a while since I've been live, so it is good to talk to you guys. And like I said, I'm going to start doing a couple new things that I haven't tried before. So, what's going on here? Oh, so anyways, guys, just really wanted to let you guys know that the video should be uploaded tonight. Hope you guys enjoy it. I work hard on all my videos, and I always think they're all gonna suck. So you guys let me know, and I want honest opinions. And I'm not gonna boot somebody because they tell me that I suck, because that's just like horrible. Like, you have the right to tell me that I suck. So I want honest answers in the comments. Thank you. I try to be a good dad. That's actually the most important thing in my world, is being a good dad. Don't worry, Princess K, if somebody boots you and they're not supposed to, I'll see who did it, and it'll get undone and there won't be a problem. That's another thing, guys, is like, just for random, just talking a little bit of junk, I don't mind. Don't just kick somebody because they're talking a little bit of junk. To me, I don't like it when they're abusive to you guys, or if it's something nasty. Like, I don't put up with like nasty, or like, I don't like racist remarks either. So if it's a racist remark, you can just boot them automatically. That's a given. And if it's something nasty, boot them. But if it's just, you know, this guy's a dork or something like that, people have the right to their opinion. So I don't like to just kick everybody, because people do watch stuff that they like, and they watch stuff that they hate. And as long as they're watching, I don't really care. They're watching. So thank you. I want to give a shout out to all the haters for supporting me, because that's what you guys do. When you guys hit that thumbs down button, you're just supporting me. It's another rating. So thank you. Please smash that thumbs down button. Please do. I'd appreciate it. But no, this ain't about all that, because I love my fams. I've been missing you guys. I know that I get around to a lot of... Oh, 2 mostly bald guys are in here. Oh, man. I have to give a shout out to 2 mostly bald guys. They run a Ford. Well, I don't know if it's Ford, but they're like mechanics. But the way I know them is through all the stuff they've done through Ford, and all the work they've done with like John from the Fox shop. But anyways, that blue truck that I drive around, thanks to guys like John at the Fox shop and 2 mostly bald guys, my truck runs. That's why I made it to Florida. So shout out to you guys. Thank you. If you guys own an older style Ford, or basically anything, because these guys are really good mechanics, probably could help you out with a lot of stuff just watching their videos. So check them out if you're into old, Ford trucks, because I am, definitely. Long time no see, guys. Nice to see you guys. But yeah, if that's another thing, is if people are gonna talk about other people, I don't want none of that in here. That stuff can go somewhere else. But I don't know. I think that doing the spirit box sessions have really been taking a lot out of me. I don't know how much I can stress, how much I could just literally just stress it 1,000 million gabillion jillion times. I just don't get into this stuff and jump head first into it like I did, because it was dangerous. I put myself in so much danger you guys don't even understand, and I'm like coming back from it now, but I learned my lesson, and I definitely have a lot of respect for that box. I kind of compare it to roofing. When you go up high on a ladder, high on a building, if you fear that height, you're gonna fall off. But if you respect it, I've never fallen off a roof. Now, I've walked off a roof before, but it was a lower roof, but we won't talk about that because I came out unscathed, so it doesn't count. But yeah, I really don't even know where I'm going with this live stream tonight, guys, because I'm not the kind of guy who can sit and talk for 4 hours, 5 hours, and be entertaining. But I did want to check in with you guys. And another thing is, I don't want to just cut off the live stream, because I do that way too much. I get you guys all here, and we all start having a big old conversation, and then I cut everybody off. Another thing I want to do soon is I'm going to do a live stream, and then what we're going to do is we're going to transfer over from my live stream to my mother's live stream, so she can give you guys some card readings, because that's really what Mama Rock has always been into, is card readings. She's really good at it, and sometimes I might have gave her like a lot of flack about the cards, because it's taken me a lot to believe in most of this stuff, and I've come a long way in a year, because last year I didn't believe in 99% of what I'm doing right now, but certain things happen and your eyes get opened, and I don't know what you would call it, maybe like spiritual awakening, something like that, because before I had very little faith, if I had faith at all. Always very scientific minded, not ever really believing in ghosts. I do believe in aliens though, guys, and that's just because the universe is so big. Chances are there's pretty much gotta be aliens, right? I don't know if they're here on this planet, but I do believe that there is some form of life out there in the solar system, or we wouldn't be here. So, yes, my mom is going to go live, but not tonight. I'm saying I'm going to plan this. It's an upcoming thing. I'll probably do a live stream, probably do a spirit box session too, but I'm not going to drag it on too long, probably like a half hour. And then what we can do is we can just transfer over to Mama Rock's channel and do a card reading over there, because I am not into the cards. I won't even touch those things, so you'll never catch me playing with tarot cards. But yeah, I got all my crystals here all lined up. I got my protection somewhat. I have my sage here that I burn constantly. I'm learning as I go. This is definitely... Guys, did I just see a notification did somebody go live? Because if somebody goes live, please let me know, because this is really just a, little conversation with you guys. It's nothing really important. And you guys know when my favorite channels are live, I'm definitely not live, because I'm there watching their shows. Because that's how I got into this, is watching their shows. And they're, my role models, and and I look up to them, and that's why I'm in every single live feed that they have. Even sometimes I'm there, and or I might watch a video and I might not comment or something, but I'm still watching. You better believe I'm still watching. That's cool, Jamie. Awesome, congratulations. So, I don't know what else to do. I know usually we do something with this darn box over here. And usually I get to this point and I say, oh, well, screw it, I'll just put it on. But I'm not doing that tonight. I'm sorry, guys. But that box, honestly, I don't know if it's just me, because I see other people do it constantly, like multiple times a day. Using that box takes a lot out of me. It drains me, and I've learned not to offer up my energy, and still seems to take a lot out of me. It's almost like the next day I'm hungover. It really feels like I'm hungover the next day. And sometimes I just get a feeling like one of you guys, I'll get a comment from one of you guys about like somebody that you've lost, and I know what that feels like. So when I get those comments, it just makes me want to turn that box on and try as much as I can. But I can't keep doing it if I'm not here, you know, to keep doing it. And I feel that if I'm not careful and don't take the right precautions, this stuff could take me out. I honestly think this stuff could kill me. And I think it could do that to anybody out there. So a lot of people always say, hey, I want to get into this. Where'd you get that box? And this and that. And honestly, I'm just too scared to hurt anybody else, because I don't know. When you start learning about this stuff, you start finding out that a lot of the stuff you thought was just, you know, movies is real. It's 100% real. So yes, I do need Tina the Fam. That is a great comment. I do need to learn to center myself and meditate and pray, because sometimes I forget that in the heat of the moment when my heart's pounding the most and I could hear it in my ears and it's just full out anxiety attack. I need to learn to just breathe, because if you just breathe, sometimes you can get that to calm down. Of course I will, Stephanie. Of course. I'm not that good of a mod. I just warn everybody, I'm not the best mod. Like, the only reason you might want to make me a mod is so that I could talk a lot on your, hey Lindsay Mayhem, what's going on? The only reason you might want to make me a mod is because if you type too many comments, it times you out. And really, like, that's the only reason I should be a mod, because I never get to kick people. I never get to time people out. I'm too slow. You guys are on it. I see, like, the message is there for half a second. I don't even get to read it before they're timed out and kicked out and this and that. So, yes, if you need tips, Rachel, I have no problem helping you out. You can private message me on Facebook. That's the best way to get in touch with me. It does take me sometimes a day or two to get back to people. Well, you know what? Some people are probably like, F you, Lou. It took you, 2 weeks to get back to me. It does take me some time because my Facebook does fill up. But I do like to go through it, get all the messages cleared out, and respond to everybody. Yeah, right now, guys, I'm just letting you know I'm not making any new mods at this point. Right now, I will be putting back a lot of the people who were mods for me, but we're gonna have to Facebook each other and talk to each other, and cause like one of my I'm not even gonna say the person's name, but one of my greatest rock star family ever. This girl is, she's tight with me. Her name got copied, and it took a couple tries to get in touch with her, because I wasn't used to trying to personally get in contact with her. And it took a couple tries to get in contact with her to figure out who was the right one. I'm brain dead, guys. I'm not going to notice, a couple different letters in a word. But, yeah. Alright, I have a spirit box, guys. And Lou is right on the spirit box. It is not a toy, and if you get one, stay safe with it. But I recommend you not to get one. Dylan, I could not agree more. And Dylan, how old are you, bud? You look like you might be in your early 20s. Am I right? Something like that. Late teens, early 20s. I definitely suggest that that's good news. 21. Alright, so you are young. Dylan, what I suggest to you is to just study stuff like, I don't even know where to send you. You know what? That's another thing I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to research a good teacher, a real sound, great teacher that can lead you in the right way. I mean, I know some, but I'm not going to out them right now, because then they'll probably get like 10,000 messages, and they'll be like, Lou, what did you do to me? So let me research that, and I'll get back to you on that one. But definitely learn as much as you can. Go to the library, go to Barnes & Noble, go wherever they have books, and just read about it. Because a lot of the stuff that you do read ends up being true. I mean, that's a very loose statement, but if you go into the section where they have the tarot cards and they have all the books about like the afterlife, stuff like that, that's your best bet, because that's where you're going to learn about your crystals and your oils. And I think faith of any kind really is good, because guys, to tell you the truth, I'm not really one certain religion myself. I was baptized Southern Baptist when I lived in Florida. I think I told that story before. I ended up, somebody asked me if I wanted to play with some kids my age. I ended up going to the church, and it's, 300 black people. And at first I might have felt a little uncomfortable going in the door, but after being there for like 5 minutes, the color of my skin just disappeared, and I just felt like I was more comfortable there than anywhere I had ever been. And what made me feel so welcomed was when the pastor came up to me and he says, "Listen, boy, you been baptized?" I said, No, sir, I haven't." And he goes and he grabs some water and he smacks it on my head, and boom, he's like, "You're done. You're good to go now." Now, other religions, I won't mention the names of them, they make you go to classes to, if you're my age, if you're older, they make you go to classes, kind of like, I felt like you have to prove yourself. And if you read the Bible, in the Bible it says that Jesus wanted you to baptize first, and even John went and he baptized first, and then people learned. So I just didn't feel comfortable in other religions. But what that did is it made me start studying all religions. And then if you really study them all and give them a fair shot, each one of them, you'll recognize that they're just the same thing. This guy grew up on this side of the world. This guy grew up on this side of the world. So his story might be a little bit different than his, but they're very close. So I believe all religions are the same. In fact, I think people that are very hateful are going to be very surprised when they get to heaven and everything's backwards. Like the people who say God hates fags and stuff like that. I think when they get to heaven, God's going to come out in a pink dress and snapping his fingers and going, "Man, you were wrong." So what I suggest to everybody is be loving to everybody. Everybody on this planet is a human being, just like you or me. We all have feelings, and we should all be here for each other. Really, that's what I do this for. I do this so I could be here for you. But honestly, you guys are here for me a lot. So I want to thank you guys, and I love you guys. You guys rock. Alright, what are we talking about? Alright. So I'm right. Of course. John 3:16. You know what? I know that's a popular one, and I have read pretty much the entire Bible. I'll tell you what, guys. I read 3 hardcore books in my life, like that weren't like The Cat in the Hat, and one was The Hobbit, R.L. Tolkien. One was Return of the King, R.L. Tolkien, and one was the Bible. And to tell you the truth, they all kind of had the same gist to the story. And I'm not joking, even the wording, everything. When you read the Bible and you read that old language, it's hard to understand because it's not fully converted to, American English. So a lot of it can get confusing, especially the way they talk. This guy begot this guy. There's like 15 pages of who is related to who, lineage. There's like 15 pages of lineage. And if you're going to sit and read the entire Bible, you better have a lot of time because it can get long. But, Lou, I filmed tonight at the cemetery. I heard a cat and it led me to my uncle's grave. All my footage after the cow sound is missing. Could it be paranormal? I would say, of course it's paranormal. Stacy, when you start getting into this stuff, you're going to have a lot of crazy stuff start happening. And I mean insane crazy stuff where if you go and tell other people the story of what happened, they're going to think you're crazy. So my suggestion is don't always tell everybody what happened because people will start thinking you're cuckoo. But me personally, I believe you because I've been through it, and I'll tell you it's definitely paranormal. There was something bringing you to your uncle's grave. So, yeah, definitely paranormal. I'd say check the footage again, turn it up really high, and see if you might hear some noises. They might even not be cat noises. I've also heard spirits imitate people's voices. And I'm talking about the people that you're there with, 2 or 3 people. I've heard spirits imitate my voice before, which I was like, I know I didn't say that. And I've heard it imitate other people's voices. There's tricksters out there. These spirits are the same that they were in life. So you got some guys who are the jokester who's just gonna try to play around with you. I know that my family member that passed just recently, he's always messing with me, always swearing at me, but that was his personality. He'd be like, "You dumbass, what are you doing here?" And when I hear stuff like dumbass, get the hell out of here, I know who's talking to me. But yep, I believe that, definitely, Princess Kaya. So, I don't know how long I can continue a conversation with myself, because I'm not too good at this. I do need to get out of this room, though. I do want to take you guys out to some cool locations. That should be coming up this week. I have so much on my plate, guys. I've been super stressed out, super worried about a lot of things, and they are going to work out. And I should have just known that right from the beginning, that things always work out. But then you put yourself through the grinding wheel, and then things end up working out anyway. So my advice is, when you think everything's, just not going to work out, just pray and be positive, and it will. Okay, Rachel says she thinks I should go alone to the cemetery. My answer for that is, hell no. I ain't going nowhere alone. In fact, if you see my new video that I'm putting up, you will see how much of a scaredy cat I really am. If you see any of my videos with the G team, or the one hunted in the haunted cemetery, you can see that I'm sitting in the background saying, if I wasn't with, 2 big giant guys that look like they eat truck tires for breakfast, and Patty, because Patty would probably rip all our heads off, No, I'm not. I'm just playing. I love you, Patty. But she's a tough lady. She kicks some butt. Um, but if I wasn't with, these big two brawny guys and we were safe, because I felt safe in that situation, I wouldn't be there. I'm like, man, I want to be here. These guys are crazy being here this time of night. Also, my best advice is if you're on an investigation or an exploration like that, always let somebody go first. Because in the horror movies, it's always that first guy gets taken. Or never be last. Because if you're last in line, you're always that guy that's getting grabbed. And then everybody turns around and goes, where's this guy? Stay right in the middle. That's my spot. I like the middle spot. That's where you'll always catch me, in the middle. Or furthest away from danger. I'm not scared to say I'm a coward by any means. If I was armed, I'd probably go to any of these places, because really it's the living that I fear more than the dead. Because I talk to the dead all the time. You got angry spirits, you got happy spirits, you got all kinds of spirits, but I don't think any of them are gonna harm me. I mean, some may try, but I'm more afraid of, what's this guy doing sleeping in this abandoned building? Is he gonna, go crazy on me? You guys could run into this stuff. This stuff is not just, it's not all safe and fun and games. You do have to make sure you're protected. And trust me, I make sure I'm protected every time. Alright, what do we got here? I can't even read that comment. I don't even know what it means. But, sorry. I apologize for that. Okay, what do we got going on here? Yes, Boomer is definitely everywhere. I try to be protected, Jason. But honestly, I don't think there's ever too much protection. I think, even right now, it's a smart idea to just grab some sage and start saging and pray for all of us. Another thing is, I think I'm with Patty on the not wanting to do it in my house anymore. Because, you're doing this stuff and you're inviting it. You're inviting it where you're at. And, just because you say to leave doesn't mean they're always going to leave every time. God bless everybody here in the chat. God bless this whole household. Archangel Michael, watch over all of us. And, amen. And another thing, too, is when you guys, that's another thing. You guys, I know you guys because we're all in the same rooms. We're all in the same live feeds. I'm sure you guys see me here and I see you here, and we're all basically fans of the same people. Well, when you take part in these sessions, even if you're in the chat, you have to make sure to protect yourself because you are involved. I've had my name come over countless times in different people's spirit box sessions. So if my name is coming through their box, I am now part of that session. And I think if you guys are just sitting there in the chat and typing, it automatically makes you part of the session. Another thing is, sometimes you might not think your family member comes through, but sometimes we miss EVPs. Sometimes they're very low, or sometimes they're muffled, or sometimes I was talking over it. Sorry about that, because I do it a lot. But I believe that we might miss a lot because I've gone back and listened to EVPs, live feeds, and heard the names of you guys. And then I try to, every time I hear something like that, get in touch with the person. Hey, I heard your name, or I heard your loved one's name. Do you think it's him? Can you check it out again? So yeah, you guys, please stay protected yourself. I suggest you guys get sage for yourself and a couple crystals. Am I lagging, guys? Because I'm lagging here on my own feed here. Yeah, KOS, you're gone. Get rid of no. Yeah, I don't deal with that stuff. If he would have spelt it with an A at the end, I might have let it slide. But he can go. Hey Lou Rock, if you come to Sydney, Australia, if you want to do a cemetery together, we could investigate. Not you lagging. Okay, here's my answer. I would love to come to Australia, but I think that costs a lot of money. And definitely something I would very much love to do, but I don't know. I don't see myself getting to Australia anytime soon. But definitely on my bucket list. I'd love to go to Australia. Some spirit boxes are a higher vibration and don't speak through spirit boxes. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. That does make a lot of sense. I've had a lot of actual EVPs coming through lately, right through my camera. Nothing to do with the box at all, which has kind of been a little freaky, because the other day I thought I heard either somebody grunting or a dog, and then I reviewed the footage and you guys will see. That's my next video coming out. Never thought of myself as a empath or a sensitive or a psychic or anything like that. What I am, I don't know. I have no clue. I don't hear things. I have seen one ghost in my life, but he did not look like a ghost. I think I've said this story too, but I'll retell it. I was at a friend's house, and we stayed the night at his house, and I woke up in the morning, and there's an old gentleman sitting at the table, and he's drinking coffee, and he's reading a newspaper, and I can smell the coffee, and it's driving me nuts, because I love coffee. So I roll back over, I go to sleep, I wake up a couple hours later, and I asked my friend, I said, who was that, your stepfather that was, in the kitchen this morning? He's the one who gave me the name Lou Rock. I know I've told this story before. He's like, no, Lou Rock, just me and you. We end up finding out it was his mom's boyfriend who passed away about 6 months before. When she came in the house and I told her I seen an old man with white hair sitting at the table, she just started going ballistic, because she said every morning he would sit there, drink his coffee, and read his newspaper. Now what the scariest part to me is he didn't look invisible or like a puff of smoke or a black spot or any of these things you would ever see on like a movie or TV of what a ghost really looks like, or a ghost should look like. This guy was as solid as me or you. And that's probably my only experience with this kind of thing before last year. And when that happened to me, I didn't know what to think. The way my brain works is, maybe I just had a dream and it was just by chance, and I'm always explaining stuff away. But guys, I've seen so much stuff in the last year that this stuff is not a joke. I don't know if it would be. Is that question to me? Would that be a residual spirit? I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not well versed in all this stuff. I don't know what kind of spirit is what. I don't know what level whatever is whatever. You guys might want to refer to somebody who just knows a little bit more about this. I'm very new, very fresh to this, and I'll tell you what, I honestly would not be doing this if it wasn't for the G Team. I would have never picked up that box, and I don't regret any of it. I'm just saying it's dangerous, be careful, and God bless you, because, I care about every one of you guys. Yes, Diane G says, the ghost I've seen looked as human as you and me. That's what happened to me. Didn't look any different. So it like freaks you out because it makes you think, how many ghosts do I see when I'm walking down the street every day? If this guy just looked totally normal, how many do I see in a daytime? Do I see any? Am I crazy? Am I seeing things? Do I need to be locked up in a mental institution? I don't know. But hanging around with you guys, I've found so many people that have real gifts. And, you know, just like, I'm not going to say their names because it's not, you know, fair to say their names. But a couple people in here, right here in the chat, I've seen them call out stuff, you know, with their gift on accident. That's just like, wow, man, how'd you get that? How'd you get that? You know, and we won't get into specifics, but I've definitely seen and experienced myself having psychics tell me stuff that nobody could know. You couldn't know this stuff from watching my videos. You couldn't know this stuff from talking to my friends. There's literally not a way you could know some of this stuff. So yes, I do believe that a lot of people have their own talents, their own gifts, but people call them gifts. Now, some people don't want this gift. They would like to give back this gift, because a gift you can give back. You say, I'm all set, here you go, you can have my gift back. I'm not too sure you can give them gifts back. I think once you have them, I think you're pretty much stuck with them. But that's just my opinion. I don't know nothing. Don't take my word for it, because I am definitely not the word of the paranormal community by far. I think somebody's at my door, which means I probably have company, which... Alright, we are back, guys. I apologize, got a phone call. What happened? We're scared? Scary? That was scary. Let me, I know you guys can see in my mirror and see what I'm doing. So, since I got a phone call, I thought I'd sneak a couple, I won't even say it. Anyways, thought I'd cheat a little bit. Where's my vape? I need my vape. That's what I need. I need to start using that thing. It's a better idea than smoking. I need to figure out one of the better vapor things. Because I see some people using the vaporizer, and it just like smoke everywhere, vapor everywhere. My vaporizer doesn't seem to work like that. Alright, I think loved ones who passed away communicate in our dreams. That's a definite. That's a definite. I have seen so many times, and what's funny is, a lot of the times when it happens shortly after a death, you'll notice that the person who had the dream about somebody's loved one isn't connected to that loved one. I've seen that a lot of times where like the neighbor down the road will have a dream about, you know, this person's loved one that passed away, and have to, you know, get the feeling to have to come down and tell them, you know, I had a dream about your loved one, and they came to me and they told me this and this and this. I don't know if maybe it's because that person is more close to that side and they have to find a conduit, but it seems to me like most of the times it's somebody that isn't connected to that person. But like I said, this is all just my speculation. So Michelle Arab, you're hearing knocks on the walls. Well, what kind of heat do you have in your house? That's my first question. Is it oil? Is it forced hot air? Is it what are them? Electric wall units? Depends on what kind of heat you got, because your heater, depending on what kind it is, could bang inside your wall. Another thing is, you might want to think, you might have squirrels, raccoons, or some kind of varmint up there. I've had that happen. But if you're getting straight knocks, like straight up knocks, I think you need to cleanse the house or do something. I'm sure somebody in here can help you a lot more than I can. And I'm sure as soon as you say that, like, then people are probably going to jump right into helping you. Because that's how we are. I've noticed that all the real awesome fam, rock stars, whatever you want to call it, that come into any of these rooms really do stick by each other, really do hold each other up, and really do care for each other. And it makes a real statement about all of us as a whole, that out of, even on like, say somebody like Omar's channel's huge. Out of 1 million something, 1.5 million plus subscribers, there's maybe a small handful of idiots. You know what I mean? But idiots can be annoying, and sometimes that could push people to the point where they wanna, I've even been to the point where I wanna give up. And it's not because of them. It's because it's interfering with me helping you guys. And that's really what I'm here for. If I could help a couple people out the same way that I was helped out, then I believe that I paid it forward. My job is done. And that's why I still turn this little box on. It's mostly for you guys. I would say, yeah, the investigations I go on, the little creepy, spooky places, that is personal. You know what? I kind of got addicted to that. I never thought I would get into going to these creepy places and doing, this stuff. I kind of eased my way in. But after going on the investigations with, Urban Ghosts and the G Team and the Holy Walkers, and seeing, how much passion that they had for this stuff. And then, like, Joe and Rob are like, they're nuts. They're just crazy. I'm in a live stream here. Okay. They're pretty much, if they see danger or hear danger, they go straight for it. Right at it. Where's the danger? Oh, you heard danger? Oh, where's it at? Let's go right at it. I want to figure out what it is. I respect that. I love that. That's what's great about them guys. Maybe if I gained about 100 pounds, I might be a little more, confident in myself. But I think if a guy Joe's size grabbed onto a guy my size, he could just grab my arms, pull them out of my arm sockets, and just like drum me on the head with them. Just like. I used to joke with both of them in the live streams. What do you guys eat? Truck tires for breakfast? But it's good. It's good to be in shape. Them guys are in shape. They work out all the time. That's awesome. Wish I could be there one day. I've actually done that before. I've done the workout thing. And thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it. I try to be. Hey, Ray, what's going on? Rachel Durant, what's going on? Can you see if you can try and contact my loved one for me? Yes, I can, Rachel, but not tonight. Tonight, I am not going to be turning on the spirit box. I do apologize for that. I came on tonight to basically just touch base with you guys, talk with you guys a little bit, and let you know pretty soon I wanted to do kind of like a collaboration thing with my mom, where I'm going to do a spirit box session, and then we're going to jump right over and do a card reading with my mom. Because actually she is very good at the card readings, and I just think that would be cool. I'd be happy to contact everybody's loved one. You just got to wait until, it's that night that we're doing the spirit box session. I do apologize. I used to do them a lot closer to each other, but then I just found myself just being totally drained, totally useless to the world afterwards. I think I could only really handle one once or twice a week. I do apologize. I wish I could do more, but that's the pace I'm going to have to keep. Yeah, Michelle, that is a good question. Diane G asks, when do you hear the knocks? Is it the same time every day? I would like to know, is it the same time every day? And what time is it? Thank you, Michelle. I love this hat myself. In fact, it's my new favorite hat. It took me a while to find a new favorite hat. Okay, well, anyways, I haven't ever done a Skype call EVP session where I have somebody live. That's more of a G Team thing. And my buddy Michael, I Believe in Ghosts, he does that. He does that a lot more than, well, I've never done it. I have offered one person that kind of session because she kind of showed me that she was a true fan. I had a little, I don't know if you guys seen it, I had a little live stream going and I was asking people to answer where I heard a certain song from, and she was the first one to answer it. So I did offer her one. If that goes okay, I might try another one, but it's not something that I'm gonna get into and do all the time, because I think that everybody in the chat has just the same chances of talking to their loved one as the person in the live chat. I really think it has to do with you yourself, and it has to do with when I first came through on the G Team live stream. I was broken. I was crying. I was messed up. I could not get it together. Something just told me to say a prayer. I asked Gary if he could help me. And I said, could you please just say my name? And boom, my name came up. And then it seemed like it never stopped coming up because it still comes up. But that's my suggestions to you guys. Just when you're in a session, doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter if it's me or the next guy, just pray, say a nice prayer to yourself, say a nice prayer to your loved one, and just ask them, can you just show me you're there? I'm not sure it's gonna happen for everybody, but it just might. I'm optimistic that it will. It might take a little bit of time. I do believe that when it happened to me, I was in such a low, dark place that the other side knew that I needed that. Because it really did. It pulled me back from a really, really tough area. And doing great now, guys. I feel better. Starting to put my weight back on from the 8 days without eating. And that's why I'm just trying to take it slow, because if I'm not here, I can't do these live streams no more. So all right, Diana, in the 11:30 p.m. and at 4:30 a.m. early in the morning. Is it 11:34 that it happens at? That's my question. Are you sure it's 11:30 exactly, or is it 11:34? I think Diane might have a good answer for you on this one. Yeah, Rachel, that's not... I can understand fully. I'm going to read the comment. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to answer that comment. I've been there before. It's not the answer. No matter what you think, you got people that love you. And even people that have no family. You have friends that are better than family. I have so many friends that are like brothers and sisters to me, and it doesn't have to be blood to be family. And no matter what, you're a beautiful person, and somebody's always gonna miss you. So let's keep you here with us. I promise you, I won't do it if you don't do it. Okay? That's my promise. Boomer, bless you too, my brother. Love you, brother. It's my brother Boomer, always trying to make me feel better. Always has encouraging words for me. That's my brother from another mother. And Tina, the fam, you might be right. I definitely have talked to him a lot, and from what I gather from, you know, my whole experience with his family, what she said, Tina, the family said, you and Gary are connected. And I would say yes, in some ways we are. He's definitely pulled me. He's definitely the reason I found the G Team. He's definitely, I think he knew that I was going to go through this tough time. That's why I found the G Team. And the way I found them was just so amazing. It was 3 words. We're in Spring Hill, Florida. That's it. Or 4 words. I'm sorry, I'm not that good at counting. But them words right there, we're in Spring Hill. I'm like, man, I grew up there. And then I'm like, I want to see the area because I hadn't been there in, 2 years. So that's really what pulled me in. And then I think everything just happens for a reason. That's awesome, Peter. God bless you, brother. And my prayers are with you. That is awesome. Alright. That's cool. It happened for El Camino on Patty's G Team Live. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Princess Kaya. You know what? Something did stop you, Rachel Durant. It's because you were made to be here still. And I'm glad you're here talking with us. I definitely am. So guys, I do have company coming over. It's probably going to be knocking on the door any minute now. And that's another thing. Yes, thank you, Ashley Sheehan, for saying that. Anyone could message me on Facebook. I'll be there for everyone if you feel sad or depressed. I offer that same invitation. Now don't call me at 3 and 4 in the morning unless it's a true emergency. You're in crisis. But if it's a crisis and it's that time, hit me up on Facebook and I'll try my best to be there. And I'm sure that there's other people in the chat that you can reach out to. We're all a big family. We're all a big Rockstar family. I love that name. We can thank Jamie for that name because Jamie's the first one that came up with it. And so thank you, Jamie. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of support in these live feeds. I'll tell you what, honestly, what you see is what you get with everybody in the G Team. They're all giant-hearted, great people who try to help every single one of us. If you knew how much time that it's hard when your channel grows so much bigger and bigger and bigger, it's hard to get back to every single person. But they try. They honestly try. And you know what? Nobody's perfect in this world. We can only make ourselves better as we go. So I just don't like negativity. Anybody who's negative, I got no time for that. I got no more time in my life for negative stuff. So anyways, there's lots of love in these rooms. If you guys need help, there's plenty of people to reach out to. And honestly, I don't think there's a person around who hasn't thought of suicide at one point in their life.
Shut up!
It's a natural human emotion to go through. I'm not saying it's natural to act on it, but it happens. Life is tough. Life can be real cold and hard and rough, and not always peaches and cream. But there's always light at the other end of that tunnel. I'll tell you that, guys, because I've been in the darkest place, and then I've been, you know, in the happiest place. And, oh my gosh. My mom really doesn't enjoy it when the dogs keep barking. So anyways, guys, before my mom screams everybody's ear off in this live chat, did I miss anything? I want to say a couple shout outs before I go. I didn't want to stay on too long. It's probably going to take a while for my video to upload. Last time I did something like this, I had it all ready to go, so as soon as the live feed was done, I put it up so people could watch it. It's probably going to take a little bit longer than that, so keep an eye out for my new video. I hope you guys enjoy it. It was really creepy, really dangerous, and I just hope you guys like it. It is pretty long, so you might have to do it in spurts. I don't blame you. I don't ever expect anybody to watch like, you know, anything over a half hour. But I love all you guys. Definitely. Let's give out some shout outs real quick. Here we go. Tina the Fam. What up, Tina the Fam? Jamie Ray. Love you, girl. Mr. Dave. What's going on, brother? Boomer. Breaking Bread with the Dead. Guys, we're always over at Boomer's chatting it up. If you ever want to know where we're at, we're going to be over at Boomer's live feed. He's live all the time. We're always in there chatting it up. If you want to come chat up with us, mix it up with us, I invite you to come on over to his channel and do that. Boomer's a really good guy, and yeah, we all enjoy his company. Alright, here we go. Laura Colazzo, Stacy K. Fam, Tina Swanstrom, I don't know if I got you. Don Spirit Walkers, Kelly Hall, G-Team Omar, Urban G, and Fam, that's a long name. Lori Newts, hello. Love you too, my brother. El Camino, Kimberly Ramirez, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Nissy, group hug. Guys, I've been loving these hugs, so I'm taking the hugs in. Hugs. Giving me my hugs, and I'm sending hugs. Hold on, let me come give you guys a hug. You guys need a hug too. Hold on, I got you guys. You guys just need a hug. That's all. We all just need a hug sometime. But all right, guys. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep you on forever. I do love all of you guys. Michelle Cross, what's up? Finish up the last couple of shout outs. Marie C. Michelle Nugent. I should know that name. We've talked about it before. Jason Smith. Jamie Ray. Michelle Arab. Diane G. I love you and thank you as always. Tina the Fam. Paige Lee. And I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I apologize, because usually I get pretty much everybody. Sherry Wilmon, I think I missed her. And I love all you guys, man. And I'll be getting with you soon. Hopefully my next live feed will not be from this bed. In fact, I'm going to guarantee it is not from this bedroom. Even if it is a live stream for EVPs for you guys. Diane G knows where my next live stream will be for EVPs for everybody, because she's been asking me to do it for a while. So Diane G, that's where my next live stream will be. And well, that's where my next live stream for EVPs will be. I love you guys. I got to end this because I know I got company sitting out there waiting on me, and they're not trying to be rude and bust in the door. So you guys have a great night. Thank you all for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.